Hey guys, Danny again. I just want to show you another blaster that I finished. I finished it last night, and it is, as you can tell by the title, a airtech4000. This is the largest version in the airtech series. It is quite large. So I just turned up the brightness of the screen so you can see better. It's pretty much completely overhauled. There's a pump replacement. This is, I know it looks like a mag strike pump, but it's actually a Hornet pump. I just put a mag strike handle on it. The rear loading, you have to do rear loading on airtech blasters in my opinion. Muzzle loading these foot-long PETG barrels is stupid with a ramrod. That's just my opinion though. I had to angle the pump down slightly, just because the way the shell is, and well, like you could make it straight if you really wanted to, but it's just much easier to do it this way. And I don't mind it at all. It doesn't really look bad. I think it kind of looks nice angled, and then it also gets your fist away from the PETG barrels. I left this intact, and it still moves, just for aesthetics. I think it looks nice. I still have to clean up the rear loading slot a little bit, and the way of holding the rotation Mac pin, I used the exact same method as the one that is in my airtech4000 video, and that I got from Nerfmania's video on how to modify a 3K. So it's the exact same method, it's just scaled up slightly. It is a larger blaster, so you just need a larger piece of polycarbonate, but that's no problem. The tubing has been totally replaced. This is the stock glue gauge, I didn't change it whatsoever. Has a foot long of PETG from McMaster for the barrels. No brass stubs. I might put brass stubs in this, but I'm not sure. I don't have any brass right now. Well, I do, just not in 1732. So, I don't know. It's shooting great without them, and I haven't put it in any of my other blasters anyways, just because I find it makes the darts a little bit harder to load. And the way I cut the slot, I can load 3 darts at a time. See if you can see in there. Yeah, kinda. And the little divots in the turret are filled with epoxy putty. This is the first barrel spacer that I've made by myself. The barrel spacers that I got on my Supermax, or not Supermax, airtech4000, they were made by Venom. But I don't know, I didn't think it'd be too hard to do, and it really wasn't. So I made this out of 1/4 inch polycarbonate, and then I tried to make it look frosted. So it's sanded all the way down to 800 grit, and all the edges is kind of rounded, and overall I think it turned out quite good. It looks very nice, very clean. I might make a second one, but you know, it really doesn't need it. It doesn't flex at all, really, compared to the airtech4000. The airtech4000 I feel needs one in the back for you to hold, but there's just so much PETG that it doesn't really need it, but I might, because it is nice to be able to just hold the disc. But this works fine for now. I did use a template for this though. I did not curate the template. There's templates on Nerf Haven if you ever want to make barrel spacers. It's under the homemades section of the forums, and then you go to the, I think it's called Directory of Homemade Build Guides. Go to Miscellaneous or Parts, I believe, and there'll be a whole bunch of barrel spacers that you can just print. And then they pretty much have barrel spacers for almost any mod that you would want barrel spacers for. Doomsayers, this, airtech3000s, 2000s, I believe, Supermax, I forget what it's called, Supermax 1500, I believe. There's barrel spacers for Doomsayer, if I didn't already say that. There is actually ones for an Aerostorm as well, and I don't know, I don't really think that needs barrel spacers because the barrels that you would put on that aren't exactly very long, and they'll be stabilized by that barrel that the missiles would normally go onto, so I don't know. But you could put one on just for aesthetics, but yeah, whatever. And I think that's pretty much it. The pump is plugged, the pin, the spring for the trigger is hot glued. This is the exact same airtech 4000 that was in my video a long time ago, the one that I found at the thrift store. The tank was pretty I don't know, damaged. It was really dried out. There was literally no lube in there. I had to crack it open and fix it. I just actually boiled it, and then it just fell apart. It's the same way that you would, like, for example, boil this turret to get all the barrels out of. And yeah, I just re-lubricated everything. The O-ring in there, the rubber piece was really dry, so I soaked that in silicone oil, and then relocated all the parts. And I actually put a stronger spring in the dump valve as well. And yeah, that's pretty much it. The tank works great now. It fires good. I don't know how many pumps you're really supposed to put in one of these, but I assume the tank is pretty much the same as a airtech4000 tank, so I put 5 to 7 pumps in it, and it fires pretty nice. I have a lot of airtech4000 tanks. I think I have 5. So in my airtech4000, I've put all the way up to 11 pumps into it, just because I don't care if I blow the tank. If I blow the tank, I can just put another one in. So I've just been kind of seeing how many pumps I can put in my airtech4000. And yeah, I put 11 or 12 possibly, and it shoots ridiculously hard. It'll shoot through 3 layers of cardboard. But I don't want to do this with this because, you know, I don't have another tank for it. I have another one of these that was actually given to me as a gift, but it's been singled with a coupler. So I guess if I really needed a new tank for this, I could take the tank off of that and just very carefully remove the coupler. It's attached with epoxy putty, so it'd be kind of difficult. But, you know, if worse comes to worse, I definitely could. And yeah, I think that's about covers it, guys. I just want to show you this. I wish I had my airtech4000 with me right now for comparison, so you could just see how large this is. Like, I'm gonna point the turret at the camera. Like, that is just a lot of shots. This is an excellent NIC primary. If you like airtech4000s, which I'm pretty sure everyone does, they're awesome blasters, very easy to mod, and they just perform great. Definitely try and pick one of these up if you can find one, and do the exact same mods to it. It's pretty much identical. If you can mod a 3000, you can mod this. The pump was a little bit hard to do, just simply because you have to cut a nice channel. I found it fairly easy. I just cut it with a Dremel and then filed it, but I could see that being a little bit tricky for some people. The turret's easy. It's just larger than a 3K turret, but it's exactly the same manner of modification. Just fill the divots, sand it all smooth, drill the holes out, and that's it. Put a PET G. Barrel spacers is tricky to make, but you don't have to make it out of polycarbonate. You can use the original stock barrels, cut little sections of them, and then the spacer part that is usually here on the well, it's way back here, but it usually be in the middle of the blaster barrels. You just get that, and then glue the little rings of the barrels that you cut, and you can use that as a barrel spacer. And you could make 2. You could make a set of just rings and put that at the front so they're all evenly spaced, and then do the rings again glued to the center star piece, I guess you could call it, and do that at the back. You don't have to make polycarb ones. But yeah, definitely get one of these if you can. They're fairly easy and super good. Awesome NIC primary. Definitely rivals the airtech4000 in my opinion, just simply because of the turret size. It's basically the same tank. You can do the same mods to it, just you get a much larger turret, so you reload a lot. Well, not a lot less, but you reload less. But yeah, anyways guys, that's everything. Just wanted to show you this. Have a good day or night wherever you are, and like always, I will see you on the forums. Bye.